Hello, my name is Marissa Colon. While at work today, I asked myself what I would do or how I would feel if my son or daughter were diagnosed as being non-speaking autistic. Like I spoke about in my About Me video, I often implore myself to step into the perspective of the parents of the children that I work with. I commend them for showing such strength in this adversity. The children do not have much mental capacity or ability to express themselves in order to protect them from this harsh and difficult world. In reading an article called Why Autism Training for Police Isn't Enough, written by Eliza Bell and Jacqueline Jeffrey Walensky, it got me thinking. In an excerpt of the article, Police Chief Thompson speaks about how not only her role changes as she enters a new city or county, but so does that of her autistic son. She says that people who have not had the proper training only see her son as a big black kid with intimidating behaviors. There has been countless reports of excessive force used on children and adults due to lack of training and ignorance of the developmental disability. If I were a parent with a non-speaking autistic child, I know it would be difficult. There would be days where it felt like there was nothing to be accomplished. That there would be times where I could do my best and still not be able to protect my child, whether it be physically or mentally. But with knowledge of the disability and the passion to teach, I would ensure that the people around me were fully aware of this disability, what it means, and the type of behaviors that are illustrated within it, and how to interact properly with someone who has non-speaking autism to ensure the safety of my child and the children that they come in contact with non-speaking autism as well. There are a couple ways to interact with people who have non-speaking autism. With the proper support, someone who has non-speaking autism may have the resources to have someone called an ABA therapist with them. An ABA is an applied behavioral analysis therapist who aids in the proper release of communication and understanding to and from the non-speaking autistic person. This often includes help with reinforcing language. This could be a few verbal words that they can communicate, the touch of a picture that sounds the word for them, specifically the PECS, or Picture Exchange Communication System, or the enforcement of using American Sign Language to communicate basic life needs. Many times, an ABA also helps the person better understand and express their feelings. In a case where a nonverbal autistic child or adult is overstimulated, their ABA can help them to understand why they are overwhelmed and center them back to a more controlled feeling. I propose that law enforcement, specifically police officers, go through similar training that most ABAs have to go through. This will allow for officers to understand the behaviors of people who fall on the autism spectrum. In doing so, interactions will be less aggressive and forceful because these officers will know why these people react the way that they do to certain situations and stimulations. This makes officers more proactive and less reactive and naive to people who simply cannot express themselves. Force is not needed. Understanding is. Thank you.